Hello and welcome to part 3 of Money in the Bank. This is episode 9 of Universe Mode, and we kick off with the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. We are here, this is the Universal title match from the SmackDown side of things, and we've seen in previous weeks on SmackDown, Roman Reigns qualified by beating Finn Balor. And he will go up against McIntyre, who qualified by beating Seth Rollins. But first up, here he is, accompanied by Paul Heyman, the head of the table, the guy who feels like it's his God-given right to be the first Universal Champion of Universe Mode, Roman Reigns.
Making his way to the ring, accompanied by his special counsel, Paul Heyman, from Pensacola, Florida.
If you haven't yet checked out the first couple of parts of Money in the Bank, go back, check them out. I mean, also go back to the start. We're only 9 episodes in, so there's plenty of time to go back and catch up, see how we got to this point. As always, like, subscribe, leave comments, suggestions. I'm all ears. There's Roman Reigns. Look at the fans booing him. He is not a popular figure amongst the WWE universe here. Just see boos, but Roman Reigns soaks it all in. He uses it as his fuel to become the head of the table. And his aim tonight is to ensure that Drew McIntyre acknowledges him as the first Universal Champion. But this man has a big say in that. The Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. I mean, you almost couldn't ask for two bigger guys to kick off the Universal title in Universe Mode. Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre, two of the top stars in WWE and in all of professional wrestling, really. As Drew plants his sword and heads to the ring. He doesn't need a sword to fight Roman Reigns. Again, notice the placement of this match. This match goes on before the men's Money in the Bank. Meaning there can be no cash in here. We've got one-on-one. And we're going to get a winner. And we're going to crown our first Universal Champion. The crowd are right behind McIntyre. This is what it's all about, the Universal Championship. Look at it. Beautiful belt.
Winning the Universal title makes you...
The referee holds it aloft. Roman and Drew. So we get underway here. And we've seen in previous weeks on SmackDown that Drew has a problem with Finn Balor. Despite beating him to qualify, there is still an issue with Drew, and I wonder whether that can play into this match at all. Probably not the best idea to create enemies before you go into your big title match. But Finn Balor is in the Money in the Bank match later on this show, so he may have his hands... He may be busy and may not have time to come and interrupt this match, but look at Roman Reigns just standing over Drew. Going for an early cover. Really, That's the psychological cover that is. He's just trying to get into McIntyre's head. McIntyre is yet to really get into this match. We didn't see Roman come up top very often. He's gone up top here and he's dropped with an elbow drop. Paul Heyman loved that on the outside. No Usos with Roman Reigns today. He asked them not to be at ringside. He just wanted his special counsel, Paul Heyman. Drew obviously needs no one by his side. As he gets Roman up. I guess his first bit of offense is he drops Roman onto the top rope. He's grabbing Roman by the neck. Just walks out, sidewalk slam onto the knee. And just carries Roman around the ring. Lower back damage on Reigns. That sends Reigns into the corner. Drew comes in with that running clothesline into the corner. And going for the suplex. To the back of Roman's neck. Arm into the mat. And Drew... Oh, I'm about to say Drew was starting to get a bit of control, but Reigns reverses there and gets McIntyre into the chokehold against the ropes. He then goes for the pinfall against the ropes. And we've seen Roman already go for a couple of pinfalls as he locks in the submission hold. Again, I don't done to Drew, but Drew could easily pass out here. I don't think he'll tap, but Reigns lets go of the hold. And he's gone for another pinfall attempt, Reigns. Hopefully he can suck the life out of McIntyre and become the first Universal Champion. And just like that, Roman Reigns has beaten Drew McIntyre. That shows the effectiveness of that chokehold. He choked Drew McIntyre out. And he is your first Universal Champion. And look how much it means to Roman Reigns. Goes to the top rope and he celebrates. The Tribal Chief is on top on SmackDown. As we now move on to the Money in the Bank ladder match for the men. And out first is the man who lost to Drew McIntyre on SmackDown, Seth freaking Rollins. And can you imagine if Seth Rollins became Mr. Money in the Bank? He's from SmackDown and he would be eyeing up Roman Reigns, his former Shield member. There is stories go back years and years between Rollins and Reigns, and if Rollins had that Money in the Bank with Reigns on top on SmackDown, that could be interesting. You can see it there, the briefcase hanging up. That's what these 8 men want. And out next is the Prince from SmackDown as well, Finn Balor. I mentioned in the previous match the issues that Balor has with Reigns, or Reigns has with Balor. There's definitely issues there. We don't quite know the full extent of those issues. But Finn Balor would love to cash in on Roman Reigns. But in order to do that, he first has to become Mr. Money in the Bank. As he points to the ring, pointing at the briefcase, that's what he wants tonight. And out next, also from SmackDown, the first 3 men all from SmackDown, it is King Nakamura. He wears the crown, but can he add an extra accessory in the briefcase? And become the true King of SmackDown by cashing in and becoming the Universal Champion. The strength of the field in this men's match is absolutely insane. Just from the first 3, if we had a triple threat match with these 3, it would be big enough. But we've got 5 more men to go, and look at who is out next. Maybe the best professional wrestler in the world at the moment. the phenomenal AJ Styles. He is from Monday Night Raw. And we have, in our main event tonight, we have Edge and Brock Lesnar going one-on-one for the WWE title. Again, imagine AJ becomes Mr. Money in the Bank. He'll be keeping a close eye on that main event. So we're halfway through the field. And out next is the one champion in this match. He is the United States champion. And there he is with his championship. He has a hand free, and that other hand could well be used for the briefcase if Tommaso Ciampa can become Mr. Money in the Bank. From Monday Night Raw. Can you imagine the momentum Tommaso Ciampa would have if he won Mr. Money in the Bank as well as the US Championship? But out next is the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. An absolute veteran of the game. Again, I think any of these men with that briefcase would be so threatening for the champion. It's such a hard position to be in as champion. You're looking over your shoulder constantly at a top tier superstar who's always at you with that contract that can crash in at any time. As out next from SmackDown is the Archer of Infamy, Damian Priest.
And from New York, weighing in at 249 pounds.
He makes his way down to the ring. Could you imagine the Archer as the Money in the Bank contract holder? And last but not least, he's the A-lister. He is The Miz, who we've seen have the Money in the Bank contract a couple of times in real life. Is this his moment in universe mode?
And from Hollywood, California, weighing in at
He definitely thinks so. He does not lack in confidence whatsoever, The Miz. The field is set. As off we go. Straight away, Ciampa and Rollins both rolled out of the ring with the same intention. We've seen AJ and Balor, Priest and The Miz, and we've got right in front of us Sheamus and Nakamura. Kick it off as AJ gets the ladder in the ring for the first time this match. Balor working on Priest. We saw these two in a match on SmackDown, which actually was a non-contest because Reigns came out. Balor went out to chase Reigns. The match then finishes. Balor and AJ straight away climb up the ladder. The Miz trying to get involved as well, but Priest stopping The Miz. Balor knocks AJ off. The Miz smashes Priest's face into the... And we got someone cut open. I don't know who got cut open there. But I saw the sign for blood. I don't know who that was. I think we could be seeing a bit of blood in this match. Well, does AJ look like he's going for a reckoning there on the Priest? We actually saw AJ on Raw do a stunner on Kevin Owens. He seems to be stealing finishers, AJ Styles, in his early weeks of Universe mode. As Balor now drops AJ off the apron. Seth and Ciampa still on the outside of the ring. Balor now throws Nakamura into the corner. King Nakamura and Prince Finn Balor. Ciampa for backstabber on Rollins, and we see this a lot in these multi-man matches. We tend to see two men or two competitors who can't leave each other alone, and it seems like Ciampa and Rollins are that in this match. One from Raw, one from SmackDown. This is one of those few times in Universe mode where inter-brand competitors will off. As AJ now grabs Rollins and knocks him into the corner. Nakamura's got a submission holding on Balor on the outside. The Miz re-enters. Now, Rollins is going for the Falcon Arrow, but Ciampa broken up with the ladder. As he goes to climb now. Although Priest was very quick to that. Stop Ciampa climbing up. The Miz now! This is foot into the face. Priest climbed up, thought twice about it, and the ladder bouncing off his skull against the ropes. As everyone's left the ring, apart from Seth Rollins, who has an absolute free ride here. Everyone is too busy fighting on the outside. Rollins has a great chance to make a dent into this briefcase. I mean, Nakamura isn't interested. Rollins has got one. Missed the second one, so we've at least started the ascent to getting the briefcase off. No one can catch Rollins. He's just hanging there. Sheamus bringing down AJ on the outside. The Miz working on, I think that's Ciampa in front of us. Yeah, that is Ciampa. Back in there, Rollins rolls out. Priest drops Nakamura on the ladder. Balor takes some time to taunt. Priest kicking away at Nakamura. Priest now turns his attention to Balor. Sends him outside the ring. Go and follow him, interestingly, as the Miz now sets up the ladder. Not quite. Ciampa was having none of that, and he wants to get the Miz out of the ring. Priest though walks into Ciampa. And Ciampa with a neck breaker on Priest. Sheamus and AJ on the outside as well. Where's Sheamus goes for the DDT. There's a ladder set up quite precariously there against the ropes. Sheamus though chooses another ladder, looks in front of him. There's just loads of men just fighting away as Miz again drops Ciampa onto his foot. Seth has Priest on his shoulders. Priest though fighting off. Nakamura wants a bit of Priest. Priest goes to the outside. Nakamura sends Rollins into the corner. AJ on the Miz. So much carnage here. There's 5 men in the ring right now. There's Nakamura with strikes on Rollins. And a final strike to the head. Nakamura and Rollins. Miz sent to the outside. Sheamus smashing Balor onto the outside as well. They're down to 3 in the ring. Priest drops AJ. Priest and Ciampa in the ring now. And Priest has Ciampa up and smashes him on the ladder. Ciampa's climbed the ladder with Sheamus, although not for long. Yeah, there's just seen another blood pop up. I have no idea who that's for. Ciampa knocks Sheamus off the ladder, but Rollins having none of it. I think so far there's still only 1 dent into that briefcase. Balor though has a little run up here. Ciampa is in the ring and Balor's realised that. As Rollins go for the Falcon Arrow on the outside, but Nakamura. Looking at everyone who comes into the ring when they notice Balor's up there. Ciampa fighting Nakamura. Rollins, Ciampa pushes Balor off. AJ goes to the outside, and I don't know, the ladder just seemed to fall over. Flimsy. Nakamura takes out Ciampa and Rollins with 1 ladder strike. Rollins and Nakamura tie up. Rollins with a suplex. AJ on the outside is looking for a move on Balor, but Balor. So Nakamura and Rollins on the top of the ladder. The Miz is watching at the bottom. He's going to look to push this ladder over. But decides against it. He could have got knocked over for some reason. Miz is going to try again. Sheamus so stopping the Miz knocking it over. Nakamura falls off the ladder. Oh, and again, just somehow the ladders on this game are so flimsy. They just fall over at the smallest touch of Sheamus of a clubbing blow to Miz's chest. Balor and AJ right in the bottom right hand corner here going at it. As the reckoning by Priest, who's one of the men cut open. We've seen a few of those blood moments pop up. We don't know who it was for, but Priest seems to be cut open. Nakamura's down on the outside. Apart from that, though, everyone else is up. And we have 7 men in the ring. How is anyone meant to get any moment to climb the ladder with everyone in the ring? As the Miz has Balor up. Sheamus sent to the outside. Miz sends Balor down. Oh, Rollins climbed the ladder but fought against it. That was the Miz. Again, everyone comes back into the ring. So hard in these Money in the Bank matches to really have to. Priest has just climbed, but he's missed, and we're still only 1 rung in to this briefcase. Sheamus drops Priest on the back of his head. We've got a long way to go yet till we find out who is Mr. Money in the Bank. AJ and Rollins go outside. Again, Miz, Ciampa, Nakamura all get in each other's way. They all try to do moves, but the third person is just breaking up the move attempt here. As AJ and Rollins are up. I don't know about the position of this ladder. Ciampa brings AJ down. Now Rollins has a chance, but Rollins has got a second. He's got a third. Seth Rollins is making some inroads into this briefcase as AJ comes up. But Rollins was ready for AJ. And it's Rollins and AJ going at it. If one of them can knock the other one off, there's a great chance. As everyone else is occupied on the outside. I mentioned there's moments in these ladder matches. This is one of them. AJ or Rollins. A big moment for one of them. But they're 50-50 up here. And it's taken so long to knock everyone off. AJ does fall off from Rollins, who so far has got all 3 of these so far. As he can't get any more as he's being hit in the back. He's got another one. We're halfway there. AJ's back up to the top of the ladder though. Rollins so far has got halfway. Has got the briefcase off. He's done half a job. Just one man so far. AJ's up there. AJ's got one, and all of a sudden we are making significant inroads into this briefcase. So AJ hangs. Sheamus and Rollins and Ciampa all down, and Miz on the outside of the ring. Priest has got Balor up. He's looking for somewhere to suplex him. Balor's just sitting, letting him walk around the ring. Finally, Balor fights back as the Miz trying to take everyone out, but AJ having none of it. Ciampa sends Miz to the outside. Now as Balor has AJ up. And drops him onto his knees. Priest grabs the ladder, knocks AJ down, but Balor fighting back. Leaves the ring though, as does Priest, so the ring is now empty, apart from AJ Styles who's down. Sheamus has got under a ladder there. Rollins, who seems to be the one man who's determined to get this briefcase in this match. As AJ leaves the ring, Rollins sets up in a terrible position. He's still going to climb anyway, Rollins. I know you've seen Priest there. And Priest is like position of the ladder and moves it, but in the same position. And again, we're all on the outside. Priest has got a free run, but I don't think he can reach the briefcase from there. AJ now wants to bring another ladder into the ring, but it fell out of his hand. Priest and Ciampa in the ring. Ciampa takes down Priest. Just so many bodies in these 8 men. It's hard to know where to look. Everyone's just leaving the ring, one by one, leaving the ring. Nakamura is the only guy in the ring. AJ keeps trying to get this ladder in the ring, but can't get through the bodies on the outside. Nakamura is going to climb. AJ's in the ring. AJ though straight away pulls Nakamura off the ladder. And he's going to climb the other side. As we go to the outside, and Priest takes down Miz. Nakamura and AJ are up. Nakamura pushes AJ off. King Nakamura has a great chance here. Oh, he's gone to the top of the ladder. What's Nakamura thinking? He's missed on AJ. Priest with, I think we've got 2 left. AJ drops Priest onto that ladder. Nakamura and Sheamus working together to take down Priest as Styles sets up for a Styles clash on the Miz, and I think he caught his face on the corner of that ladder. Unbelievable punishment as Rollins goes to the outside with Priest. And AJ doing more damage to the Miz. Nakamura sets up the ladder. And Nakamura went to turn to it, but AJ spotted that one quickly. And AJ has a chance to climb it, but he's going to very slowly here, AJ. Balor's got time to do a move and still isn't that focused. This time he then turns to AJ. Again, we are 1 away, 2 away, I think. As Balor stops AJ. And is going to suplex him. But AJ reverses and AJ's back to his feet quickly. AJ for DDT. Rollins is up. Rollins. Can he do it? He has done most of the work in this match. He's got 1. Seth Rollins is Mr. Money in the Bank. I would say he got well over half of the segments on that briefcase, and he is Mr. Money in the Bank. And watch out, Roman Reigns, who just won the Universal title, Seth Rollins has the briefcase and has the title shot at his own convenience. But we're not done there, as we head into the main event of this Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And here is the Rated R Superstarrrrr Edge. Now Edge had to win a fatal 4-way match to earn his way into this title match at Money in the Bank. He beat Bobby Lashley, Kevin, AJ Styles in a fatal 4-way. 4 of the very best on Monday Night Raw went at it, and Edge came out on top. And is this his moment? Is he going to kick off Universe Mode as WWE Champion? As we've just seen, the Money in the Bank was won by a SmackDown superstar in Seth Rollins. But there is nothing to say Seth Rollins cannot cash in on this Raw title. He's here tonight. He has the briefcase. We know that. It would be a big shock if Seth was to cash in. But Edge, can he kick off Universe Mode as champion, or is it going to be this man?
The Beast Incarnate is back. As your friend Pat so eloquently puts it, Cole, the alpha male of our species.
It's the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. It's the first time we've seen him on Universe Mode. He is yet to appear on Monday Night Raw. He was gifted this WWE title match without having to qualify.
From Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in
We've seen it so many times in real life. Brock Lesnar gifted opportunities, and he's been gifted this one. And he looks in the zone tonight. He's taken on Edge. In what is bound to be a brutal match. Lesnar circles the ring. Edge stays in the ring. He's focused Edge. He's not even looking at Brock. But Brock is circling like a shark. Can Brock Lesnar kick off as WWE Champion as he enters the ring? Takes time as Edge then has moved to the outside. And what a main event we've got here. This is WrestleMania worthy. WrestleMania main event worthy, this match between Brock and Edge. And again, that's what it's all for. The WWE World Championship. The referee holds the title aloft. Saw a couple of head of the table t-shirts in the crowd there. So there'll be a lot of Edge fans in the crowd. Maybe a few Brock fans as well, as here we go. Oh, an Edge, what a start. It's got Brock up and drops Brock into the turnbuckle. Again, we know Edge's history of injuries and Brock's tendency to suplex his opponents all across the ring. Has to be a fear here for Edge. Oh, what a splash off the top rope. Going for an early cover on Brock. It's going to take... Oh my God almighty. That was closer than I think anyone thought. He nearly caught Brock out there, Edge. Edge couldn't believe that. He strikes here to Lesnar. He's got Lesnar up against the ropes. Lesnar is yet to really get going in this match. And there we go. Lesnar drops Edge to the outside of the ring and just stands and stares. And now we're seeing Lesnar as he throws Edge across the ring. Here we go. Here's the Brock we know and love. And I wonder how long it is until Edge takes a trip to Suplex City. Lesnar drags Edge to the turnbuckle. Strikes to the midsection. Strikes to the face. And launched across the ring. Brock Lesnar is angry. Edge is trying to protect himself as Lesnar gets struck. His elbows to the head. And the ref's not even going to try and break it up as he picks him up for a powerbomb. Oh my word. Brock Lesnar is something else than knee to the face. Edge straight back to his feet. And I wonder if Edge just cut himself open there. So Edge going for the DDT. And now Lesnar has Edge. There's the first real suplex of the match. And here we go, Suplex City. As he holds on for a second. And a third, dropping Edge on the back of his neck. Lesnar just dragging Edge to where he wants him. Are those suplexes enough to keep Edge down for the 3? No, he's out at 2. And Lesnar's suplexes might be enough to see off Edge. They're not. Maybe he needs an F5. But Edge fighting back. Lesnar with strikes right to the midsection of Edge. That would win Edge. Edge though fighting back. So much fight in the Rated R Superstar. He wants to be champion. See how much to the man. He's up to the top rope. And a splash down on Lesnar. He's done as much damage to himself as he has Lesnar there. And just headbutting Lesnar. Look at the back of Edge's neck then. Top of his back is just red raw for those suplexes. As Edge drops Lesnar down the back of his neck. And Edge is lining up. This is his moment. Lesnar gets to his feet. But reverses the spear. He went for the spear. Lesnar turned it into DDT. And now picks Edge up for a kind of package suplex. Knee to that. What a moment that was. Edge went for the spear. Lesnar saw it coming, reversed it into a DDT. Is that Edge's moment? Was that his opening that he missed? As he goes in now for the execution. The DDT. Is this enough for Edge? 1, 2. No. Takes more than that to slay the Beast. And he's looking for it again. He's tried once with no success. This time he hits the spear. 1, 2, 3. And we have it. We have a new WWE champion. Edge has slayed the Beast at Money in the Bank. Wow. The landscape of Universe Mode has just changed in one night. We have our first champions, and we'll see you next time for Monday Night Raw.